Okay, so our scene is now ready to have Oculus interactions. In order to get that to work, make sure that under Package Manager that you have in Project that you have the Oculus XR plugin. Also make sure that you have the Oculus integration package from the asset store installed in your project. And once that's all done, make sure in your build settings that you have Android enabled. And what else? And make sure there's no issues with our project settings, that Oculus, all these issues are fixed and applied. And under XR plugin management, that Oculus is enabled in Android and desktop. Okay, so once all that is ready, and we have our Oculus examples added to our project, first step is to bring in a teleportation system and teleportation interaction rig into the project. To do that, go to under Oculus, let's find interaction. We need samples. And we're looking for scenes, examples, and locomotion. Let's say this scene for now. And locomotion, we're going to copy paste just interaction rig OVR. And then I'm going to go back to our scene. I'm going to paste that in. Perfect. In order to move this rig, move only the camera rig portion. Do not move the parent here. Okay, so now that's relocated, it's above the floor. That looks good. As you can see under hands, let's see, left hand interactors, we already have this teleportation functionality already added to this prefab. To get some grabbing functionality as well, we're going to go under assets here and find hand interactor. Not interactable, interactor, perfect. You can add that both to our left hand and right hand. And you should see the references automatically link. And then the next final step here is to add them to the list of interactors for the interactors right and interactors left. Here. Perfect, that is set up correctly. Now we can get our scene set up appropriately as well. So, for example, we would want a collision collider with the floor, so we can walk on that. And in order to get that going, we have to add first a collider, a mesh collider, and then set this to convex. Also add a collider surface. Have that connected to this collider. And then also we will have a teleport interactable. This allows us to have something to interact with, and we here put the surface here. Perfect. And then to adjust the reticle settings, we can go to reticle data teleport here, and we can set, for example, valid target, you're allowed to teleport on the floor, and so on and so forth. And here you're allowed to teleport on the ground. Okay. Now, once that's done, we might also want to have the ability to grab this object here on the camera. In order to do that, we have to first, again, create this mesh collider, convex. We will need a rigid body. We will need a rigid body. In this case, we won't use gravity because it's sort of hanging there. We will add a physics grabbable, a hand grab interactable, we'll start there. So with this physics grabbable, hand grab, interactable, and all of that, we'll first, well, we also need a grabbable of that. So, most simply, the physics grabbable, you need to put the grabbable in the physics grabbable. The mesh is already pre-assigned. Perfect. And then here we have the hand grab interactable. This changes the ways we can grab the object. And here we can put in our physics grabbable as well. Perfect. And once that's all done, we need to create some ways we can grab to fill out this one grab transformer and two grab transformer. We can use here a one grab rotate transformer and a one or two grab rotate transformer. And these assign ways we can move the object. Alright, so we can put that in here and in here. In terms of setting the due date of this object, what we can do is go in here and we will create a empty object. Call it pivot. Actually, we can go here, create empty parent, call it pivot. Alright, and move this outside. And move the mesh outside now. And just want to position the pivot. Oops. That looks alright for now. That's a fine enough pivot. Alright, and here, then, we can set this object, this empty object, to be the pivot. Be the pivot in pivot transform. 1 and 2. And that should be all we need.
Okay, so some things we have to adjust the scene before we're actually ready is first make sure to turn off the main camera that's not tied to the interaction rig. And then with our cabinet, there's some adjustments we can make here. First, make sure it's set to kinetic, rigid body, and also I also went ahead and made it self-reference for pointable elements. So you can do that just by in the hierarchy pulling in the mesh in there, and that would fix that issue too. Just to fix some things there. And then once we're ready, make sure your Oculus is connected and properly set up in the same network over to click the link, and then we can now try out the game. Okay, so as you can see, we're in the game and we have hand tracking enabled with full interactions there. Wonderful. And we also have the scene here with the full render as well, as you can see. So to rotate and move in the scene, we can use our pinch tools to move on both hands. Let's get tracking in here, perfect. And also we can have a teleport ray going to teleport to different parts of our scene as well. Let's teleport around the scene. Oh. There we go. And let's make our way to the cabinet. There we are. And if we reach out and use our hand to grab, we are able to move the cabinet. And at the same time, we have two-handed grab enabled as well. So we have that as well. Wonderful. There you go. Now, there is one issue here, and as you notice, is that we do not have the constraints enforced on this. So now, to fix that, we just need to go ahead and set some constraints in our parts, in our things as well. So what we can do here is under one hand grab, we have the constraints min angle and max angle, and I believe we can set these to, what should these be? Let's set it to 0 and 90. Let's double check that and apply the same for the two-hand rotate as well. 0 to 90. Play through. Right, we reach out, we grab. Okay, and as we see, we just flip the polarity here, flip the direction here. Instead, the right angle's going. So here in the constraints, we can set the minimum angle then to, instead of from 0 to 90, we can change this to negative 90 to 0. And same here, negative 90 to 0. That should be all we need. Wonderful. It locks in at those specified angles for one hand and two-handed grabbing. Wonderful. Perfect. There you have it.